Alrighty, this video is actually about SNAP, food stamps. There are 42 million people in the United States that get food stamps. Now, if you noticed, I did not say 42 million Americans, U.S. citizens, because a lot of them are illegals that are handed out food stamps. In certain areas, the illegals get double the food stamps, SNAP, than American citizens. Out of 42 million citizens SNAP program, or I think it's $9 billion a month. Would you believe that 10% goes to New York City itself? New York City. One city gets 10% of the SNAP program funds. You don't see a problem with that? There are way too many freeloaders that get food stamps, that get SNAP. I know someone where she was getting food stamps. Her boyfriend was pulling in, depending on what lie they were telling, you can go anywhere from, he was pulling in anywhere from $600 to $1,000 a week. And they were getting food stamps because they didn't happen to mention, now they don't need food stamps if you're pulling in that kind of fucking money, plus she works also. So that's abuse of the system. That's basically fraud. They shouldn't be on it. So 42 million people on the SNAP program is just nuts. I think the majority of them should be kicked off. Here in Michigan, around, let's say, the Flint area, Saginaw area, you drive around, all the fast food places have basically permanent stickers in the window needing help. Get a fucking job. There's too many jobs available. Now, granted, the job wouldn't pay enough to pay all your bills, absolutely. But they are like really raise the wages on fast food places. But a lot of these people sit around on their ass and they collect food stamps when they can go out and work. They're living with mommy and daddy. They're living in the basement collecting food stamps. A lot of them are on drugs. A lot of ones that live out on the streets. People are like, oh, they live out on the streets. Fuck them. If you have money to buy drugs, if you have money to get your hair done, your nails done, plenty of TikTok videos out there where you have blacks whining about getting their food stamps cut, and people comment, other blacks comment saying, well, the way you did your hair, that's $150 at the salon. Your nails was another 150, 200. So they know, if you can afford to get your hair done, if you can afford to get your nails done, you don't need SNAP. Take that money and feed yourself. And a lot of them are, face it, they're fat. If you're that fat, like half these illegals that were pouring in under Biden's administration coming in on the border, many of them were fat. Oh, we're starving. Then why are you so fat if you're starving? You should have lost weight on the march from South America all the way up to our border. But anyway, and if you're, I don't know about other states, but here in Michigan, I don't know if it's all the counties in Michigan, but the county where I live, you want to get on food stamps, okay? One, you have to make be in the poverty situation. You can't make a certain amount of money, but they want a copy of your mortgage. They want copies of all your bank accounts, stocks, bonds, what vehicles you own. They want all that stuff. But yet a fucking illegal can come in here and, with our Governor Whitlis, she was handing out shit left and right. They were putting them up in housing. These illegals were getting, people are like, you get all these dimwits on YouTube. Oh, it's really not a burden on America. The hell it isn't. Look at, if you're in this country illegally, you are a criminal and you need to be gone. It puts a burden. You look at all the crimes. Yes, Americans commit crimes too. Don't we have enough crime just from Americans? We don't need all these gang members coming in here and doing more crime. You have the gangs of Chicago wanting ICE to come in to get rid of the illegals because those gangs are taking over the Chicago gangs' territory. So that's pretty bad when you have the gangs of Chicago wanting ICE to come in and get rid of the gangs from Nicaragua and all these other countries. That's just ludicrous. That's not what this is about. But anyway, when you have 42 million people getting SNAP, and they already cut off a shitload of them, something like 800,000 of them have already been cut off because they were getting it illegally. That's what needs to happen. There's something wrong when 42 million Americans are on food stamps. If you have a kid, I'm not working, I'm a bum, I'm at home, I'm sitting on my ass, smoking my dope, snorting some coke, I'm going to have another kid. Because then, guess what? I get more food stamps. And then I'll have another one. Because I get more food stamps. That's ludicrous. In the military, when I was in the military, you get a housing allowance and a food allowance. And finally, the military got fed up. And they said, you know what? If you have 2 kids or 6 kids, you're only getting the same amount. You don't get any more. If you have more kids, that's on you. Because the military had an overpopulation of all these women having too many kids and getting more money off of the system. So anyway, this is about the food stamps. But anyway, there's way too many people getting food stamps. And yes, I think probably about 200 million, right? I think about 20 million of them need to be kicked off because they're getting food stamps and they don't deserve to have them. So, just my opinion. I know there's going to be a lot of shitheads out there that are going to complain, oh, people need that. Some people do need it, but a lot of them don't. And that's the problem. You spend money getting your hair done, you spend money on drugs, you spend money on booze, you spend money getting your nails done. If you can afford all that, you don't need to be on the SNAP program, period. Anyway, if you want to subscribe, hit the little B in the right hand corner. And there's some assholes that leave comments that are not too sweet. I take them down. There was one dickhead that left a comment, I don't remember which video it was. I didn't get a chance to take it down. YouTube actually took it down. I seen what the comment was. And I have to praise YouTube for taking that comment down. A lot of times they take comments down that really are not that objectionable or not objectionable at all. If somebody says, well, the leftists and Democrats or whatever. But anyway, keep them clean. I don't have a problem. You want to disagree, disagree. But anyway, there's something for everybody. So anyway, I do appreciate everybody that watches my videos. Oh, hey, you need people that don't think I'm in it for the money. You have to have 1,000 subscribers to make money on YouTube. I'll never hit 1,000 subscribers. I have 400 and some. I'm well past the views and the hours required. I passed that in the first few months. But anyway, thanks for watching.